All right, now I'm back. So let's continue the reading, shall we? Yeah, so let's see. What else do you have for us, Holy Spirit, regarding the energy that is currently around the collective? The last two cards that I pulled previous cards I pulled was the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Right? Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? What messages do you have for the collective right now regarding your current situation? Keep seeing that devil card. We got Two of Wands. That's about making decisions and choosing a path. We have Nine of Cups. We have Knight of Pentacles. The Lovers in reverse. Okay. Interesting. This is some interesting energy here. The Star. Four Swords. And Three of Swords in reverse. Let's do three more. The Hermit in reverse. Queen of Swords. Ace of Wands. Two of Swords at the bottom. Four Wands at the top in reverse. Four Wands in reverse. And the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, this is telling me everything I need to know. So with this Four Wands in reverse, with the King of Cups in reverse and the Two of Swords, there is a separation, obviously, between you and this person that's going to happen. If it hasn't happened already, it's going to happen eventually in the near future. So a decision has been made here. And from what I'm picking up on is that you had a choice between two different situations, that you either chose something that you did not want to deal with or you wanted to continue dealing with. And what it seemed like, and what I'm picking up intuitively, that you made the choice that was better for you, and that was to move forward from this person. You've made a rational decision here, because I believe with the Nine of Cups here, you're choosing something that's going to make you feel happy. Something that brings a smile on your face, something that makes you feel good when you wake up in the morning. And that could be just simply just happiness and fulfillment with your life, with yourself. Because with the Eight of Swords in reverse, you refuse to be trapped anymore. That's above the Nine of Cups here. So that's why I'm mentioning this. I'm reiterating about the Eight of Swords in reverse. You released yourself. You surrendered from these thoughts that you had in your mind. I feel like you felt trapped when you were with this person because you knew they were toxic as fuck, and you felt like hanging on to them was pulling you back from enjoying your life. You may even be spending more time with your friends, celebrating, going to the club, the bar, eating some hot wings. I don't know, but you may even be throwing back a couple of drinks here or there, because you probably got sick of their ass and they probably was holding you back to the point you felt like a slave. That devil card could represent bondage, y'all. Okay. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it wasn't going nowhere. So you were planting the wrong garden. You had to make a decision. Two of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you're slowly but surely working on something. I feel like you could be working a lot and saving your money, being very practical when it comes to your money. I feel like you work a lot. You could work with your hands, or you could travel a lot too. But I think you're doing this because you broke up with this person, the Lovers in reverse, because y'all were in a very disharmonious connection. Because with the Four of Wands in reverse, there was a lack of peace and harmony. I felt like y'all argue. I felt like it was this person could have been jealous and enraged or something of that nature, because you could have been confronting them about your bullshit, okay? About them being disingenuous, or however you say it, in a relationship. You could be working on something, a project or something that makes you happy since you've broken up with this person. I felt like you thought this person could have been your business partner, but they can't pull their weight like you too, or be more of your equal, but could have thought they were a soulmate too, I'm getting, but that ain't happening. All right, moving on. So next we have uh the star. This is about healing here. You're healing. You're taking the time to be in alignment with spirit. You probably got your chakras popping or chakras aligned and everything like that. You're working on your inner self. You're tapping into some wisdom, your higher self right now. And that could be making you feel fulfilled because if your chakras are aligned, your skin is glowing, you look good, sexy, you're healthy. What more could you ask for? You got a lot of hope and faith. I feel like you have a renewal of faith and you believe in God, and you may even be meditating and stuff too. Four of Swords, you're resting, especially away from this person. I feel like you're just resting. You could be going to counseling. You could be going to a therapist too, or talking to someone. Maybe you go to church, because I'm seeing this mosaic here and it looks like a church mosaic. Maybe you go to church and maybe you're talking to your pastor or something, or somebody who is of a religious authority or something, give you advice. But I feel like you're resting too. You're taking a mental break because this person weighed on you mentally so much. Yes, there was indeed a separation, a heartbreak here, pain, suffering, struggle that you dealt with, because this person was out there with different people. We saw in the previous video when I kept getting Three of Cups in reverse. That definitely represents a third party situation slash cheating. Okay. There was heartbreak. There was a loss. There was pain, suffering, and turmoil, but you flipped that. And now you're healing from that. That's why we see the star. You're no longer letting them stab daggers in your heart. You want more. You want to move forward. Okay. And I feel like you're ready after this breakup. It wasn't the most peaceful. This person I felt like was a true asshole and maybe a shit starter and abusive, but yeah, something ain't right with them. They got some vices they need to work on. We got the Hermit in reverse. I do feel like you could be at the point where you don't want to be in isolation anymore. You want to be seen after so long. Because I'm getting with the Queen of Swords, I feel like you are making some rational decisions here, weighing your options about certain things, about specifically something new that you want to start. This could be a new project, a new uh, endeavor, or something of that nature. I feel like, and I don't know why I'm getting that this person may come back to you and want to start anew and ask you for sex or something too. Because this is a phallic symbol. Ace of Wands could represent the male phallus or penis, or, actually the phallus is the penis and the testicles. But I mean, I digress. But we just say phallic. Okay, whatever. Phallic symbol. Because the phallus is everything, not just the penis itself. But I digress. So as you see, it look like a mushroom tip at the top. It's very sexual, but yeah, then with the Queen of Swords, I feel like you are deciding whether or not, if you want to start over. If they come at you with it, oh baby, I miss you, I want to be with you and all this other crap, you're weighing this option like you using your brain, thinking logically, making wise decisions. But you're also thinking about something new that you want to get off the ground. You're having these creative sparks now because you let this fool go. But I'm also getting with the Hermit in reverse too. This could represent maybe you're still tapping in within to get some, try to get some answers or wisdom. If you aren't, if some people may not be fully to the point where they want to be out and about, and they could still be looking for answers. It could still be something like within, because in the upright, this will be talking about seeking wisdom within. You see this lantern represents that enlightenment, pretty much on a spiritual quest. You have this enlightenment. So yeah, let's see, a few more cards. We gonna probably wrap this up in a minute. What else do you have for us, Holy Spirit? Can I get a clarifier for this Hermit in reverse, Queen of Swords, ooh, and the Ace of Wands? We got the Moon in reverse. You saw how that jumped out at me? My cards do that a lot. The Moon in reverse is saying that, yes, some things are going to be revealed or unveiled, but at the same time, there still could be some type of confusion here regarding things that you want answers to. And that's probably why some of y'all could still be struggling internally, trying to figure out some answers that need to be, well, questions that need to be answered, because there is some type of mental fog, some type of confusion here. Put that there.